Morning, Andrew.
Hey, good morning, Vincent.
Okay.
March 9th.
We have a very slow week last week.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Very slow week last week in Hong Kong because everybody was out of town, taking advantage of the fact there were no council meetings.
No council meetings over
But
there.
all the action was happening in our national capital.
Oh, yeah.
Chilai, in Beijing.
Yes.
Yes.
MPC meeting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what was going on up there? Okay, first of all, it's set piece. It's theater. Nothing unexpected is going to happen. So we are, as everybody, reading the tea leaves as to what all the different communications mean. First off, let's talk about the reinsertion of the clauses regarding Hong Kong's high degree of autonomy.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically the 8 Chinese characters.
Yeah.
The first 4 being Hong Kong being ruled by Hong Kong people.
Yeah.
Or Hong Kong being governed by Hong Kong people.
Okay.
Ruled is kind of sensitive.
That's kind of another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then high autonomy.
Right.
Yeah.
It was taken out last year, and it's back in this year. Perhaps as a little bit of a sop to people who were a little bit anxious about it going out. Then we had all the events of Occupy Central, and people are saying, is this just, basically we're shifting to direct rule from Beijing, but now they're reaffirming the autonomy concept.
Well, last year, I think everybody is expecting Occupying movement. And that's
Yes.
why they may take out
Yeah.
just to remind that who is the ruling
Yes.
body of it. But
Yes.
this year...
There were a lot of reminders in rapid succession. Right
well,
down to the
this
end of
year,
August.
they have to pass the constitutional reform package.
Right.
Which means, I guess they want to say, it's your problem now.
Well, it's your problem, but also the package that is on offer will result in you having high autonomy. Look, we're committed to your autonomy, and so they brought it back in. So that may be what's going on there. Second thing they talked about that I thought was interesting, I think it was just yesterday, was talking about water. And they made reference to Hong Kong's success being, in being dependent on the fact that, they've been so generous and letting us have water from the Dongjiang River to support our, and Hong Kong's pretty water.
Well, the entire argument is that Hong Kong is always being backed up by China. And this is Hong Kong core competence.
Yeah.
And competitiveness also depends on China being the strong supporter of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
While some Hong Kong people would argue that the Dongjiang River water is being purchased by Hong Kong people.
It is.
And being bought by Hong Kong people.
Yeah, price goes up every year.
The China government has still to maintain the river.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that the amount of water that Hong Kongers get is committed every year, whether we use it or not. And there have actually been years where we just end up flushing it down the drain, but we still pay for it. The price goes up every year, and let's face it, Guangdong's thirsty for that water as well. And like us having that commitment of it, may create resentment on the other side of the border. It's seen as like this big, bridge building. China loves Hong Kong. Yeah.
Wait. I think this is not a problem at all. If there's a market mechanism, then I think we can just fix it.
Yeah. Find out who wants to pay the most for it. I think Hong Kong would then start to look at options like desalination, which is expensive, but as the price of water goes up, as demand increases in Guangdong, and if people aren't efficient with it, they're going to have to pay more. And I think Hong Kong could be more efficient, and we could look at desalination. We certainly can afford it.
Well, for me, the MPC meeting, I would like to highlight one thing.
Sure.
Is that the Premier, Li Keqiang, actually said that it is very important to push forward a concept called Internet Plus.
Okay. What's Internet Plus all about?
I think Internet Plus is Internet plus healthcare, Internet plus agriculture, Internet plus everything.
Okay.
So I think it's a way for the new leadership to try to boost up internal demand.
Right.
I think it's one of the way. Okay. And I think Hong Kong people needs to put more emphasis on this concept,
right?
Because it also means that China is going full-fledged on the internet.
Okay.
Which means, relatively, Hong Kong may not be an important platform or springboard. Because the internet will become the platform, the springboard for the entire country now.
Right.
Whereas in the past, internet is kind of like a taboo in the upper echelon of the Communist
Party.
Party.
How to use it.
Yes.
And that may signal that they feel like they're getting a handle on how to work this internet thing. Although that being said, the anecdotal evidence I'm getting from business people that I know that are just across the border, like even just in Shenzhen, they're becoming more and more frustrated with with restrictions on the internet. You know, just before Christmas this year, all of a sudden their Gmail went out. They were like, "Oh, we know we didn't have search, but now we can't even get our Gmail accounts," and that stops you from doing business. I mean, it's.
I agree. So the
good luck on that.
The gist of the issues, the crucial point.
Yeah.
The crucial point is, with Internet Plus, will there be less restrictions
on the internet?
And if there will be fewer restrictions, then I think it will be a very important development.
Well, we'll
in the
have
mainland.
To see.
All right.
Last issue to talk about of importance to Hong Kong: multiple entry visas.
Oh. Yeah, the chief executive said after he talked to government officials that we have to balance interests.
Yes. What are they going to do about contraband trading? To me, it seems like it's funny because everybody went into this kind of saying, "Oh yeah, they're definitely going to change it. Maybe we'll take the multiples and make it to several or limited." But now they seem to be coming back off of that, and I think that might be in the wake of the poor retail sales results that have come in. It's like, we want to turn the spigot down. We want to turn this hose of water of cross-border travelers, but all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait a second, actually, according to the numbers, it's already on the down. Maybe we don't want to cut that off quite yet. I think they're trying to create maximum space for fine-tuning this, dealing with people's anger versus economic health. Well, and it's a tricky game to play.
Well, Chief Executive is back, and we'll see what happens.
What he has to say today.
This week.
This week, okay.
Cheers.
You bet.
Thank you.